Nigerians, I must apologize. I would say I lied. After watching some videos of Peter Obi, I lied to you people about Peter Obi. All those things where they talk about Peter Obi then. Mona just carry and come out. My eye don't open now. But after watching a particular interview where Peter Obi do, and I did some my own personal investigation, I found out that I lied. They talk before say Peter Obi he's trying. They talk say Peter Obi did trying, but after watching that interview and doing my own investigation, I will tell you categorically that Peter Obi is a saint. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Peter Obi is one of a kind. Wait, okay, in the way to make I tell you say on your man, which man did? Guy, Peter Obi is a saint. Peter Obi could be a saint walking around us. People say now one of those angels where God just threw a text again. Go to Nigeria. That's why Peter Obi they speak like that. He does not have Nigerian voice. You know, the normal usual voice. Because God had to distinct him from every other person to make sure say he recognized him. Did you watch that interview? Yeah, Peter Obi was saying, I challenge everybody. I challenge everybody and said, just show me where I am corrupt. I challenge anybody to bring one contractor when I was the governor of Anambra State. One contractor that said, that I said, me, Peter Obi, the contract is this how much, but you're going to put this amount. Bring just one contractor and I will stop campaigning. I will stop campaigning. One contractor. I have always said it, that corruption, if you're not corrupt, your wife is not corrupt, your children are not corrupt, you reduce it by 50%.
I'll fight corruption head on. If you want to fight corruption, the first thing is that you are not involved. If you are not involved, your wife and children are not involved, you reduce it by 50%.
You know, do you know what it takes for a politician, a Nigerian politician? People abroad, let me explain to you if you're listening to me from abroad, you know what I'm saying? Or you both, you know, people, I'm not talking to people in diaspora. Now I'm talking to real people that are not from Nigeria. I'm telling you, do you know what it is to label you a Nigerian politician? See, if somebody calls you a Nigerian politician, the person is automatically telling you that you're a liar, that you're corrupt. Now, a Nigerian politician is telling you categorically that his family, not just him, his family is not even involved. This man did not involve his family, his wife and his children in his government when he was the governor of Anambra State. Who has ever done it? They are not involved. They're not directly or indirectly involved. They were just doing their thing. Guy, you cannot compare Peter Obi to any Nigerian politician. I'm telling you, that is what we need now. With everything that is going on in Nigeria, Peter Obi is what we need. In fact, it shouldn't even be an option. It shouldn't even be, it shouldn't be considering, no. It should be the final option. Guy, he's telling you that he is not corrupt. Anybody that will show him where he has been corrupt, come out. Do you know what it takes to challenge incumbents? Challenge the power that be. And yet, these people don't search him. search Peter Obi. Oh, they don't search him. So then they search me, they know that Peter Obi gets side cheek. Then they find Peter Obi side cheek. They don't say that is it. Anything at all. Yet they just use EFCC to push everybody, but they couldn't find anything to rope this man. Peter Obi, you could be a saint. You are not telling us the truth. Peter Obi is lying to us. Are you a saint? Tell us, Saint Peter. Mamma mia.
30 minutes. And I'm privileged that this is my first radio interview for years, and probably the first interview I'm having anywhere this year.
Well, congratulations, Ben.
Indeed.
And it's on your station.
It's a privilege having you, Your Excellency.
Because I'm in Aba.
We understand that. Okay, let's talk about your passion for what you do. You've been fearless, you've been courageous. What is that thing that drives you? What is that thing that makes you want to continue on this path, despite the challenges and obstacles here and there?
Because the alternative is worse. If we don't do anything, we're heading to anarchy. Anarchy consumes everybody. I'm sure, I'm convinced the country is not on the right path to development. Anybody can tell you anything, anybody can exaggerate anything, propaganda can tell you anything, but if you go and measure all indices of development, we're in the negative part, and the results can show clearly. We're about doubling within 2023 and today. We're about doubling the number of people living in poverty. So it's not something that anybody can exaggerate. You're moving from 80-something million to 140 million. You see it clearly. So we're not on the right path. You're driving in the opposite direction. Our compass is not pointing in the right direction. And for people like me, we must turn that and make it point in the right direction.
All right, you have this catchphrase, and I think it's been etched in the annals of time, and maybe Nigeria.
I'll fight corruption head on. If you want to fight corruption, the first thing is that you are not involved. If you are not involved, your wife and children are not involved, you reduce it by 50%. And I've also challenged people. I've been governor in Anambra State. Go there and show me where billions of their money is missing. Show me one contractor who will say, sat down with Peter Obi, and Peter said, I'll give you this contract, but I'll put this one for myself. Nobody has ever able to come out with that. I've challenged them. I kept their money. Let me even tell you, no thief sees what he can steal and keep it. The day I left Anambra State as governor, I had in three banks, Access Bank, 12 billion naira, $50 million. Fidelity Bank, 12 billion naira, $50 million. Diamond Bank, which your present governor, Alexoti, was managing director, 12 billion naira, $50 million. And I bought other investments. Everything I left then, cumulatively, was to the value of $500 million, $500 million. Nobody in this country, at national, at sub-national level, have left such. And nobody asked me to save it. Nobody even asked me to put it in dollars. But because I saw...
Are we saying ADC is not dominant? Recently, Obi moved there. And I've said it, Obi is the only life in ADC.
There are other people there. Who is there?
Excuse me.
Amechi is there.
I never said they are not human beings there. I'm saying they are largely spent forces. Obi is... Let Obi don't go to ADC. Let Obi go to another party. Let's say Obi is in Accord. Accord will become...
Why is that?
Excuse me, I'm saying it to be. Obi is the only traction. Obi is the only meaning. Obi is the only factor. Obi is the only person in ADC that matters. And if Obi had not gone to ADC and has gone... When Obi went to Labour that would never know became won elections to House of Rep. I'm not saying Obi will win this election. I'm not saying Obi will not win this election. But I'm telling you, even if they don't field Obi, if ADC fails to feed Obi, their case will be worse than their coming together.